Ready? We're live? Here we go. We're back again. Red and Black TV. We're back. Malta. Boz is back. Georgie, you're back. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome, everyone watching. Thank you for watching once again.
I had to go into hiding after the Mariners prediction, bro.
Hey, but we still went out, but we
still went out. Still had our fun, bro.
Still had a good fun.
Banana calls me. He's like, bro. He goes, are you still going? I go, yeah, bro, I'm going. He goes, yalla, I'm coming.
I'm in. Done a U-turn. I'm in.
Yeah.
Right. How's everyone doing?
Not too bad.
You've been busy, Boz. Studying.
Yeah. I've had some electrical exams in the last couple of days, so
Nice.
just kind of had to just sit down and study a bit. So they're out of the way now. We can focus back on football. We're back here, back with
here.
a win.
That's it.
Back with a W.
Back
Not a
with-
loss. One.
Well, fuck. It was. I'm gonna say this. Against City, we were City.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, before we get into the game, I just want to, sorry to interrupt, I want to do a massive shout out now. This is a bit of a different normal shout out than we normally do. Some people may have seen on one of the Wanderers page, top bloke named Anthony commented on it saying he has an uncurable brain tumour.
Yep.
He's only got a couple of months to live, and he was told this news a couple months ago. And he said one of his wishes before, obviously, his time's up, is to come into the RBB, get an RBB shirt, and just experience one game in the RBB. So we told him, come to the pub, or the RBB told him, come to the pub, and, we'll look after you. I was quite fortunate enough that at the pub, I was the first person that he spoke to. And what a top bloke he is. Very fortunate enough to give him the 2 RBB shirts, and he was pretty much moved to tears at that point.
Yeah.
Very fortunate enough to speak. I know, Banana, you spoke to him too. We had about 2.5, 3 hours with the bloke. Different people came up. We had a couple of drinks with him. Top bloke. He also had an RBB ticket. During the pub, so many people went up to him. He was obviously...
He's overwhelmed.
Yeah, he was really emotional, and, seeing his life story. He's been involved in football his whole entire life, played. We spoke about the NSL. He just knew heaps about football. Top bloke. I told him when you go to the game, go the 5 rows back. Don't 5 rows, probably the last 5 rows. The first 5 rows get hectic. He got to the game before us, and to my surprise, he's 2 rows in.
2 rows in, right next to you, I think he was.
Yeah, right near the drama. And top bloke, and he was going hard, and the first goal, or our disallowed goal, mate, I've never seen some bloke so happy, like, honest to God. Like, it was absolute crazy. And then when we did score, like, yeah, he was chanting, he was going. It was so great. And this guy's 45 years old. And obviously people would have seen the medical incident at halftime in the RBB. That was him. I'm not going to go into too much specific details regarding this. But, obviously, he kind of got, I guess it physically got to him, whatever you want to call it. We're quite quick to criticise police on the show, and rightly so, that will never change. But I just want to say massive shout out to, I've got to get this all right, the club marshals, the security, the police, and the 2 medics that arrived. Of the amount of care all of them showed was absolute crazy. Now, I don't mean to put a damper in it, but I really need to say this really quickly. Parramatta Stadium does need to sort out its medical staff because they were quite slow to respond. The 2 medics that did come, absolute marvellous job. But there was quite slow. If someone had a stroke, a heart attack, they would have died. Straight up.
Yeah.
No ifs or buts. Anyway, it is what it is. The guy had to obviously go to hospital. I went with him. And, hospital, it is what it is. Came back second half. Came back
literally to set up, yeah. The camera.
Sorry to everyone that interviewed RBT. There was so much shit on my mind. I forgot to plug the cord in properly. Apologies to that. But what I didn't know, because obviously I was with him in hospital for the second half, is that Clure actually gave the capo his jersey to give to this bloke. And so the next day on Saturday, they had an open training session, one of the best ones ever. Like, absolutely, it's the B team versus SD Raiders in trial game. Everyone was massive. So we were fortunate enough to be able to get some of the B team to sign the jersey. Credit to all the players because they just played a game, and as soon as we said it's for a guy in hospital, they no hesitation to sign, no hesitation. And then someone in the club goes, boys, the A team is doing the recovery session in the gym. We'll take you in to get this jersey signed. Same thing. I cannot credit the club, the players, Rudin enough that they signed the jersey. Marcelo came out. The players came out. They asked about him and the genuine care. Genuine care. Then I was fortunate enough to obviously go with the Capo to hospital and present him with the signed jersey. And like, he was in tears. Like, he could not thank us enough. He literally said to us, and I got the message to prove it, he literally said that it's the best day of his life, apart from the obvious that happened, the best day of his entire life. And I think that, sometimes we kind of don't realise the impact not only the RBB, but all active supports have on people, because here's a guy, not much time left, he's being told, and he doesn't want to go watch Western Sydney. He wants to go spend a day in the RBB. Like active sports plays such a massive role in people's lives. It's crazy. Not just us, NT, whoever it is. They have their own stories. Just the amount of nice words he said about the club, about us, about the whole entire crowd, not just the RBB. So Anthony, bro, massive shout out. Remember, we said it, bro. If we make the finals, you got to be there, man. So I don't know if he watches the show, but yeah, massive shout out.
How's his condition at the moment? Is it stable?
Bro, this guy lives 6 hours away by train, to give him perspective. So he's, from what I heard last,
was he wrong?
Yeah, he actually messaged me this morning as a check-in. From what I understand, he's in hospital again at Tamworth.
Yep.
Another issue, I'm not going to specific, but yeah, it's so not too good at the moment, Boz, to be honest. But yeah, the amount of appreciation this guy had for the club, everyone involved, was just second to none, bro.
It's that's the power of sports, right? It's not just an RBB thing, right? It's sports in general, right? We have rough weeks, we have issues with our personal lives, we've got stresses, whether that be financial, whether that be relationship issues, right? I'm just throwing some out there. When it comes to the weekend, and if it's for 90 minutes or if you're there early in the pub, sports gives you that opportunity just to get your mind off things, right? And the amount of stress he's probably gone through this last couple of months, mate, being told, you don't got much to go, for him to come there, even if it's just for a day, to get your mind off all that crap and just enjoy the the life and sharing that moment with with the RBB. But that's why we shouldn't take sports and our clubs for granted, and that's why we always say go out there and support your clubs, because when it comes to getting our mind off shit, we always turn to our clubs, and we need to appreciate what our clubs give back to us, so.
And credit to Scotty, because this is with Tom and Story, he goes, boys, whatever you want, straight up, like Scott Hudson. So, yeah.
That's off to him.
But before we get in the game, Banana.
Hang on, I want to ask, there's someone at the edge of the table there. He's here. Georgie, you got something at the end of the table I can see over there? It's I don't know what form you go in, the blue and white and blue. You had a good, nice event on the weekend. I was following you on your Insta. I saw you at Old Belmore.
No, it was at Cogra.
Cogra, oh, sorry.
It was at Cogra Jubilee. So
Okie Jubilee. Is it?
No.
Whatever the fuck.
I think it's Netstrata now.
Yeah,
whatever. But anyway, you were there. You had the Greek Cup, was it?
Yeah, it was the Greek Herald Cup, which is a local paper in Sydney that obviously do news for Greeks in Sydney.
Yeah.
So they decided to do a pre-season kind of game with another second division team, South Melbourne. So during the Unite round, that was a nice sort of a little bit of timing was probably the most fantastic. Wanderers played on the Friday night, got the win. I was like, come on. And then, rocking up to a game that, obviously me as a kid before the A-League, and I'll be very, very brief. It's like, that was my club that I followed when I was a kid, before obviously the NSL dissolved. So to sort of get back to, and they actually had old legends that played for Olympic, Peter Catholos, Chris Galensis,
Archie Thompson,
Tomei, just to name a few that rocked up, and great event. Too bad the food wasn't Greek. It was
Oh,
just
what was it?
No, it's just a normal standard
Meat pie.
meat
and
pie,
chips,
sausage
meatball, the
rolls.
classic.
I just got nuggets and chips because like can't go wrong with nuggets and chips.
can't go
though.
wrong.
But it was a really good event. Really, and actually about 2,500 people rocked up. They actually had to delay the game by about 10-15 minutes to get more people in. So
Nice.
credit. Where's you?
Yeah, this guy was Ange there? I think Ange is busy at the moment.
Ange
right?
is fucking very busy. That means that.
But was it a 25 years difference from when he coached against United with South Melbourne? Or
Yeah,
something?
in the old in that Club World
Club
Cup
World Cup,
kind of. Yeah. So obviously look at what he's done now or doing now. So
Before Banana, shout out to Michael. He goes, great win, great crowd last Friday night, great turnout. Get to the game this Saturday night, pack it out, 7:45.
Thank you, Michael. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Michael.
You're not wrong there.
Can we get to the game?
No,
Hang on.
One more thing, bro.
Yeah, we spoke about everything but the game.
Much, bro. So much, boss.
There's more to talk about.
Banana
Everyone knows we're going to
has,
talk about the game.
Yeah.
If we lost, I'd understand. We're trying
Wait till you hear this. So,
Obviously, we've got.
Banana.
Obviously, we've heard the good news this week that Barilla has put pen to paper for another 3 more years.
That was exclusive.
Exclusive.
RBTV
I've got
news.
more. I've got more in the tank over here, man.
Let's go for it.
I've got some fucking.
This is RBTV exclusive.
This is RBTV exclusive, 100% fucking confirmed. From a very, very, very.
message and go, are you sure?
You can't. Yeah,
You can't get more.
you can't get more exclusive than this shit. So, I've got a list of the players of current players who's staying and who's going. I know it's only halfway through the season, but this is pretty much rock solid from what we've been told, from what I've been told.
Okay.
So
let's go through the list.
I'll run you through the list of players that
we'll post this up on our socials after the podcast.
Yeah, we'll post it up later on. I'll go through the goalkeeper department.
Yep.
Gibson staying.
Great.
The new fellow we just signed, this Harper one, he's
Japanese
bloke, scholarship one.
staying.
He's staying.
Fantastic.
Thomas.
Lawrence Thomas. Now,
Yeah.
that's another one. That's
Oh no.
he's staying.
No, don't do that.
He's in.
He's staying. Fantastic.
We've got him again.
But we do have one keeper that's on his way
One
out.
keeper at the moment. One keeper's on the way out. It's Magush. He's on the way out.
Understandable.
Understandable.
He's done so far.
I said he should have gone last year.
Oh, I think we all said it.
To go from the first keeper to a reserve, he shouldn't have accepted that in terms of his career.
Yep.
So I think he's well overdue.
Fast. Yeah, good on him. No hard
Let's
feelings.
move on to the defenders.
Let's get into I'll go into the defender list.
Okay.
Marcelo staying.
Fantastic.
Another extension.
Fantastic.
Clisby staying.
Fantastic.
Kleur staying.
Bit
I'm a bit
surprised,
surprised that one.
Yep.
Grdic
Gurdic
gone.
See you later.
Okay.
I think there's Tonic. We all know he's gone.
Tongic's gone.
Tonic's
He's deep, brother.
He's gone.
He's deep.
Understatement.
He's more than gone, brother.
Russell, he's staying. But I'm pretty sure he's got a contract that's going on to next season and beyond. George is shaking his head. We Simmons staying.
Fantastic.
We know he's signed an extra 2-year deal. Beatling staying, of course. He's got another year on his contract.
Yeah.
We all know that one.
Yep.
Alex Bonatic staying.
Especially
Fantastic.
after his recent
Fantastic.
form, he's huge.
Yep.
Write these ones all. They write them all down. There's not many. There's only a few leaving, so most of them are.
They don't give anything.
Let's give it
Keep
away.
going.
All right. Let's go into the middle of the park. Let's roll in the middle of the park.
Midfield.
Whatever. Middle of the park, wherever you want to go. I'll start from the top of the list. Hendricks staying.
Fantastic.
Staying. That's a fucking top signing.
Well deserved.
An offer?
An offer, I'm not sure yet, but this is what I'm getting from the bloke. Milanovic. Now, this is a fucking other one, man. This is a bit of a problem here. But he's fucking staying. He's staying.
Milanovic.
I was a little bit disappointed with this one too.
Lachlan
Brook. Young man obviously wants to go and try new stuff. But he's staying! He's staying! He's in.
I'm 50-50 about that.
50-50 with that one, Georgie.
Yeah, I thought he might leave, but no, I'm happy for him to stay. Yeah, I'm happy for him.
Dylan Pereira's. He's staying.
Let him stay.
Let him stay.
Let him stay.
Okay. I don't think much people will be happy about this one, but Joshua Brillante, he's staying.
After this game, yeah.
Oh,
What?
He's staying, yeah. He's in.
Yeah.
He's locked in.
All right.
This one came to a bit of a surprise to me. Is it Dylan Shikluna?
Sikluna, yes.
He's staying.
Yes.
Yeah, well done. The
Yes, we need
Maltese.
more Maltese at this club. Well done.
And from what I've been told, young man's doing real well, and next year's his time to shine.
Yeah, well.
Got some more game time.
This one too, he obviously just came back to the club, being his loan died out over the weekend from Perth, and I can confirm now, Oli Bazanic is gone.
See you later, man.
Like he came back and he's gone, finished, done, dusted.
Happy with that.
I think Georgie, you'll be happy with this one. Priestman, he's staying.
Fantastic.
They can knock out that Melbourne victory bullshit. That's gone.
Someone commented.
Someone commented beforehand. I had to double check on my source, and he goes, "Who's telling you that garbage?" And it's a big one. This is a big one. We all pretty much upset with the other week when we heard it. This is a massive one. Eunice.
Wait.
Nah, come on, bro.
Eunice, yeah. So
Don't do the dirty on
rumours
me.
that Adelaide were
The
very
rumors for
strong.
Adelaide were very strong and
We're
fucking
very strong.
Yeah.
But
he's staying. He's staying.
I'm not fucking leaving.
I'm not fucking leaving. All right, we'll get into the forwards now. Let's get into the forwards.
go.
I thought Eunice
Start from
was
the
a.
top.
I thought Eunice was a forward.
We'll start at the top of the tree. The top of the tree, obviously, we know 3-year contract.
Yeah.
Barella, he's staying. That's
fantastic.
probably
3
the greatest
years.
news I heard.
Fuck, that's huge.
Another one, Antonson, he's staying.
Fantastic.
That's another one. I like that. I'll skip this one. I'll go to the other one. Valentina Yule.
Oof. I want him to stay.
Pogba.
Is he,
The hair, eh?
I think he's been
hair.
great, bro. Tell me the good news.
Is he good news?
Yeah.
Sorry to disappoint you. But he's staying! Yay! You. And Alexander Badalato. Is that how you say it?
Badalado.
Badalato.
yeah.
Sorry, mate. You're staying, brother.
Fantastic. You're not going nowhere, bro.
Yeah.
You're not going nowhere.
Zachary Zapsford. Staying.
What? No, it's not.
Bit of
Staying.
I don't know about it. I don't know, bro.
He's staying.
When I spoke
for
to
our
him,
club.
when I spoke to him,
He's a young man.
when I spoke to him, he didn't.
Yeah, he can't give away like that.
Yeah. Told you, he can't give you the
Yeah,
gossip.
he knows you're part of RBTV. He doesn't spill the beans.
sympathy.
But there's one lame I left off. Hey, there's one lame I left off, and obviously we all know who it is. It's Milos Ninkovic.
He's retiring.
Yeah, I mean this is his last year.
Yeah, he's retired.
He's retiring.
It's
Yeah.
done.
No
Look,
surprise. No surprise.
That's no surprise. 40 years old.
Yeah.
He's retired.
I mean, to be fair, playing all till that age, that's like Novak Djokovic esque in an age.
Roger Federer.
Yeah, look,
even
these- like we
Roger
said-
Federer.
Like we said, what Banana announced is like extremely reliable.
It doesn't get more reliable
it
than
doesn't
this.
get more reliable than that.
If
bro.
something's wrong, don't blame us because that means
If it goes
the
wrong, that
contract
means
or
something's
some
happened
shit.
then
So,
in the
yeah.
end. But from at the time being,
Yeah.
it's
And I
shit
think
as real as it gets.
I think this is
I think-
the first time in a long time that stability with the club, like
fantastic.
reading it in 3 years.
Yep.
Like maybe they were going
Did
too
we
soon,
talk
but-
about that last week?
No, we didn't.
We
Like,
actually didn't.
What
Oh, mate.
looking at these,
Well done.
looking at these re-signings, and I've previously mentioned this in the interviews or discussions that you guys have had. I said the key to our success long term, especially with either Rudin or whoever else is, God forbid, right, is Eunice, Priestman, and even maybe to a point like Bonatig or Bortolato, right? Because those three young kids have got so much potential. And what Rudin said at full time about the
going overseas.
players, the young kids want to go overseas. Rudin is smart at saying to these kids, I understand your ambition. You do, like, every kid wants to go overseas and play in Europe or play wherever. But you need to understand the mentality of European football because there are pros and cons, and a lot more cons when it comes to Australian player, because when overseas clubs and players look at Australian players, they look at like Mark Viduka, they look at Kuehl, they look at Cahill, who was able to do that for long periods of time, playing at top level football, right? young kids that go there might be in that situation where they go, oh, I've made it to Europe, I'm playing, second or third tier Europe, but they just don't have the skill set, the mindset, and the ability to progress further.
Agents too.
That's the way I see it, and I understand where Rudin's coming from, and I fully 100% back him on that comment.
He must have watched the podcast because I'm pretty sure I mentioned something like that prior.
If I'm
New
Rudin,
one off.
listen, if I'm Rudin and youngsters want to leave, I'll just show them a couple examples, right? Azani.
Yeah.
We did discuss that.
Rudin mentioned
he mentioned Singh
and someone else.
and
Azani.
Singh and
Someone who's now in Belgium.
Bernie Avini, right? When he went to Bruges, right? There's a lot of there's a lot of examples where kids try to go a bit earlier than they should have, right? Without gaining the experience in this country. If I was Rudin, I'd give him the examples. If you still want to leave, there's a door, bro. You can't force people to stay. Kevin, thank you.
Cheers, Kev. Cheers, Michael.
Kev and Michael, awesome. Thank you.
What did they say? What are they right? What are you right?
Well, I think you just read you like Kev's one. Deserves super chat. Thank you for Britzo Banana.
Hey.
Fabrizio Romano. Fabrizio
I
Banana. And Michael, deserves super chat. Thank you.
You know when the rumors came out about Rudin going to Asia.
Yeah.
We hit up our friends at the club, and they said there's no chance Rudin is leaving. There is interest from Asia, but he's going to stay. We didn't know at the time if they were bluffing or not, right?
Yeah.
We didn't know, right? Because sometimes, you try to sweep under the carpet. You don't want distractions at the club, so, you brush things off. It turns out that he actually is staying. Now, we can sit here and debate whether he's the right person for the job or not, right? Everyone's entitled to their opinion, and there's different, from what I've been reading and seeing, there's different views out there and opinions. But what we all can agree on is that stability was needed at this club.
100%.
Because the door just evolves. The door just never stops, right? Every year, different coach, different system. He brings in his players, right? It's a restart button. So the one thing we can agree on is we need stability. We can argue later if it was the right decision or not, right? Based on our results and where we are at the end of the season. But what we can all agree on at the moment is stability is what we needed in the club, and you can see what's happened with Rudin re-signing. 80-90% of the squad's re-signed, or will stay. So,
honestly, when I got that message today, I was actually relieved. Like I couldn't believe it. Like when I just heard the names rattling that stay, and then obviously I heard the ones that are going, they made sense. Obviously, there was maybe one or two I could question.
I'm not disappointed with any.
I'm not either.
Yeah,
I would have liked to see Gurditch have a bit more time. I remember he came on Newcastle away second half, and I think we kept the clean sheet in the second half, right?
He did well.
Yeah. Apparently, he's struggling at the moment.
Okay, that's fair
struggling
enough.
to adapt.
Fair enough. In terms of what? In terms of
the style of play,
coach. In terms of,
I just heard that he's just struggling to adapt.
Oh well.
So, fair enough.
And if you're him, you're looking, you got how many players in front of you? You got Marcelo Bonatic, Panzalopoulos.
Obviously when there's some major injuries, and for us it was Beedling, right?
Yeah.
When he got injured, right, there's obviously next man up mentality, right? So if I'm Gurditch and I see Bonatic going to that vacancy and perform as well as he is, I'm probably thinking, I'm going to look elsewhere for opportunities, right? And so I respect that. If you want to go try something new, and same as Singh, remember same player went to Scotland. What was his name? From our team. No, he went from us to Scotland. Now he came back to who is it? Newcastle.
Oh, Kancha.
Kancha, right? Kancha was a similar story where he was given some opportunities, just couldn't cement a starting 11 every week. So he went overseas for an opportunity. He came back. Fair play to him. But, mate, it's encouraging that we're seeing some stability. And I think that had to start with Rudin. because Rudin's brought a lot of these players in, like Priestman and so on, right? So I think if we wanted the majority of the squad to be retained, it had to start from the head, and that was Rudin. And I think the club's done excellent, man. Excellent stuff.
I second that. Like,
One sec, Georgie. Read that one out.
Yeah, Theo. Sorry, bro. So Theo's Melbourne Victory supporter came with two of his other mates. Did an interview after that, whatever technical issues. Cheers for having me and my mates on post, lads, even though I didn't get out. It was great to meet you all. And your night round was honestly a good laugh. I
mean, we could have put him out, but it's
you hear me behind the camera.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Cause
you know what? But
Apologies,
I'll be honest, Malta. The amount of things that happened during that game where you had to go hospital and come back, it's understandable that you forgot a cord, bro. So don't be so harsh on yourself.
Hats off to the boys for coming. Obviously, they came down for the Unite round.
Fantastic.
And, one of the boys messaged us, said his mates keen to jump on.
Yep.
I said, no problem, more than welcome to jump on. It's like, that's what I mean. Like, with the post-match interviews and all that, anyone is welcome to jump on.
We encourage it.
You could even be for fuck's sake, you could even be a Sydney FC supporter, obviously a normal one.
Yeah.
Not that.
Define normal.
Define normal. Obviously a normal one. Hey, jump on. I don't mind, you know what I mean? But then just don't take the piss, because there's always something. There's always someone.
We've always
obviously I'm understanding.
We've always encouraged interactions between other fans, and we got Red Wig. What's it? Red Wig Steve on a couple times. So we encourage it, mate.
Great to see.
Or the news is already out in terms of.
If you've missed it, people are saying.
Can I just say something,
rewind, bro?
Hey, credit to this show, bro, for we consistently break the news to you guys, and that's a credit for the relationship we've built with the club, and it's a pleasure.
I don't think they're going to be too happy about this.
And then
we might not get players on for a while, but
they were very happy when we break the news about Barilla.
But you know what? Then no one can deny we don't break fucking news, bro.
And then Ship and me, like, I'm commenting, go, "Are you sure?"
We're more official than the club. We're more official than the club, brother.
So now do like RBTV send out official?
It's emergency meeting.
So are you guys going to send out official emails and newsletters now? The club newsletters and
maybe in the near future.
The club's doing well, bro. Obviously, yeah. Well, let's get into the game now.
Was there a game?
Half an hour in.
What game was this?
Who did we play?
All right, so Western Sydney Wanderers, Melbourne City 0, Western Sydney Wanderers 1. Because it's their home game at Parramatta. First thing first, we'll talk about the lineup, because I know pre-game it's like, okay, who's going to play in that middle? Obviously, Priestman's going to be there. Is it going to be Hendricks? Is it going to be Brillante, Cicluna, Klur?
Well, was Hendricks?
Hendricks wasn't even there.
Hendricks wasn't there. He wasn't fit.
playing.
He was not fit. So I think it was an easy decision for Rudes.
It was a safe one.
Safe one. You just bring in someone with the experience that Brillante has. Yeah. All right. So no brainer there. Bring him in. Priestman keeps his spot. I think Priestman, with these opportunities, right, with Brillante's red card, with Hendricks' injuries, these opportunities are fast-tracking his development.
100%.
It's only with these minutes you can see that he's actually maturing, before our eyes. Every game he looks more comfortable. That's on the ball, off the ball. So Priestman's coming along real well. And if you can recall, when Rudes came here before the season started, he said Priestman, he needs time, right? I think Rudes was forced to play his hand with Priestman, right? And it's starting to pay off, just like Neuenhoff cut Bozanic.
100%, bro.
So I think Priestman's going in the right direction. I do see him being the future, one of the future, midfielders of this team in the next couple of years, and hopefully, mate, he has a long career at the Wanderers.
I could see him as captain
one day. Yeah. Someone, sorry, bro, I forgot your name when we were walking to the
John. Thanks, John.
Thanks, John.
Cheers, John.
Bastards, you
bro. Typical bastards.
But when I was going with the trend, win, loss.
I can't remember his name. The guy who we were walking to the stadium. Sorry, I know you watch the show, mate. He raised a good point about Brillante. He goes, when Brillante plays with Hendricks, they're very, very side by side.
Yeah.
Where when he plays with Priestman's a little bit more forward. And so he thinks that the two even number sixes, it doesn't work for Brillante. And I get the feeling that
we
too.
said that weeks ago,
We know
but
that doesn't work.
Yeah.
It's a negative, bro.
It is.
Sorry, when your number 6, right? Your number 6, his main job or his main role with the ball is to retain and keep possession. How do you keep possession and retain the ball? Is you don't take any risks.
Yeah.
Right? Your 6 doesn't take risks because he's the last cover before your defense.
He receives feed.
Right. If your 6 loses the ball, he's completely left his back line exposed. So they need to play this safe brand where it's a lot of side to side, start again. Right. There's no forward movement. So when you got two players, two sixes with the same mentality, right?
Yeah.
You lose a lot of go forward.
100%.
Right. You don't have someone that can, squeeze in a pass into your 10 or your 9, right? Or your wingers. It's a lot of sideways shit that unfortunately we don't like watching.
Yeah.
We don't. It's not attractive. It's safe.
We've been through
It's
it.
not positive.
It's safe, man. But we want to see something positive, man. We want to see us penetrate the opposition, right? We don't want to see left and right bullshit too much. We've seen it under Robinson for fucking 2 years,
bro. That's what I want to
mate.
say.
We fucking bawled our eyes out, fucking watching that shit with Robinson.
Yeah.
Right.
Get your knives out and stick your eyes through it.
Pretty much. So you know what? I like what Rudin is doing, and I think Priestman coming in has allowed us to start moving forward and connect. And we said this, sometimes we lack that connection with Antonsen. There's no link. You've got 2 sixes and then you've got 2 strikers, right? In a 4-4-2, there's no link to Antonsen. With Priestman now, we're seeing a link. Now there's a bridge between the midfield and our number 9 striker.
I think Priestman, he just needs to get that finishing into his game. Like that's a big development for him. Because he had 2 chances.
Absolutely. He could have, but
buried the game.
Instead of saying, right, he's missed 2 chances,
he's in that
now
position.
we're saying he's getting into positions where
having
he
them
can
chances.
score.
Creating.
That will come. Finishing will come.
Yeah.
Being in the right place at the right time.
It's a football brain.
It's just showing that his IQ is there, right? He's making the right runs. He's getting in the right places. The finishing will come.
Yeah.
Right. As long as he's creating those opportunities, I'm not concerned about the finishing, mate. So I can only his ceiling's high.
That's the thing. Like when he came on against Newcastle, right? We were like 2-0 down, trying to get back in the game. Doing that wide crap, missing our target, missing our mark man. Go through the middle, you play through the middle, you give it to your marksman, he scores.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah. So at the end of the day, for me, Priestman, like you said, he's allowed, like especially when Milanovic playing on the wing, he's allowing Milanovic to be his own player, get around his defender, but also Priestman to say, okay, let me see where is Antonsen, where is whoever like is in front of me, whatever. Like, he's almost making defenders fall on their feet.
Yeah. Shout out Michael
So-
again, bro. Women's team 1-1.
Legend. We'll get to that. I actually want to get to that. So we'll leave that for after the
Leave that
minutes.
for later,
Well,
right?
with the game, do you want to go to the disallowed goal, Clisby's handball?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so I'll just put it up there.
There's a few things. Like,
The players,
there's a few.
I spoke to Marcelo about this actually, and other players, not dropping names, and they're hating VAR. They're like, our build up to this goal was so well that the VAR goes to look if the ball was out, and they find a handball, which wasn't even the initial reason why they went up. So it's just a bigger conversation regarding VAR. But
can they call for the ball going out? I'm so fucking
immediate
confused,
lead up.
bro.
I don't know what immediate lead up. I don't know. Immediate lead up to a goal sounds familiar in my head. I don't know if someone else knows the terms they use, but what is it, bro?
This was on halfway mark, man. So it was like another 30 seconds until we scored that goal.
If you analyse it on itself, it is a handball, yeah? It is a handball. But you're disallowing a goal with there was 30 seconds, I think, gap between the handball to when the ball got into the back of the net.
That's what I'm saying.
So
How far are you to go back?
I'll be honest. I was under the impression, and I was told, it's till the play's dead.
So it goes out or something.
It's live, right? VAR can go back to
An instant.
an instant in the game or in that possession, until the ball is dead.
So if the ball goes out after
So if the ball, if let's say the ball went out after Clisby touched and a quick throw in,
Yeah.
and we score off the quick throw in, they can't go back. They
That-
can't go back
that
to
makes
Clisby.
sense. That makes sense.
Right?
So if
The play was dead, and they've restarted.
Correct.
So
if the
that
ball
makes
doesn't
sense.
goes out for 5 minutes, they can rewind 5 minutes technically.
technically, yeah.
Yeah,
technically.
I actually think you're
It's
right.
till it's till the play is dead. Right, whether that's true or
So the ball
as
goes-
soon as the whistle is blown or the ball goes out.
Sounds about too
Throwing.
much, bro.
Well, if
If
that's
it
the rules,
does.
we can't really complain about this being disallowed then. If
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
not-
but obviously there's two separate parts I'm talking about. Obviously there's that handball, which they call the handball, and obviously at the end of the game.
Oh, we'll get, yeah.
So
yeah.
the lines are blurred here for me.
Yeah.
So if you gave one a handball,
Nah.
why wasn't the other one given a handball?
I think this one's a little bit, yeah.
Clisby, for me,
It's safe.
I don't know.
It's more of a safe
for
option.
me,
I don't want to be
safe
biased
call.
and I have a handball, but fair's fair.
When-
His hand
I
goes.
think it's a bit
when I
different.
when I look back at Clisby's the handball from Clisby,
There's a bit of emotion.
for me, he disguised it in a way that he was kicking for the ball, but he basically like handled like he went like that.
As a, I know we can do this. Can you put up a vote and let's see what
Poll.
Well, let's see what our viewers think about that penalty in the last minute. Was it a penalty or not?
Pen or no pen?
Handball or no pen?
The last
Pen or
minute
no
one?
pen?
Yep.
I'm
Yeah,
under the
last
impression
Yes.
once I saw that it's hit his arm. All right, he didn't know much about it, but it's hit his arm. It's basically hit his arm. It's the same. It's hit his arm.
I'll go to the footage of the penalty then, yeah?
It's hit his arm the same way it's hit Clisby's arm.
All right, here we go. Last minute handball. So this one's a bit blurry because they didn't upload. So I had to, yeah, I'm not gonna
A
say
shout
it. I
out to
don't want to
Matthew,
shout it.
and shout out
Barry.
to John. John, I thought Milanovic was poor again, and his decision making is killing us at times. I repeat myself: play for the club, not for yourself. We'll come around to that. And Matthew, I look at the handball this way: if that happened to us and it was awarded, I'd be screaming bullshit. Karma came back our way for the last one
you're not wrong
anyway.
there, bro. You're not wrong.
I mean, to be fair, we've had like in previous seasons, we've had some shocking VAR calls given against us.
I've always been under the belief, George, that throughout the season it balances itself out, man. If you get calls or VAR calls against you,
Yeah.
we're going to get some that go our way. So we can't look too deep into it. I think it was the correct call, right?
Oh, for me, that was
one?
a
I think that's-
It was a handball, and we went on to score from that handball.
Yeah.
If the ref sees that handball, we do not score. Period. So the fact that the referee missed it, Melbourne City shouldn't be punished for that. Technically, right?
correct.
Yeah.
Okay, because it was a handball. So I think the correct decision was made.
Correct.
Ref sees that, blows his whistle. Melbourne City take a free kick. No one's talking about this.
Yeah.
Someone posted,
Right.
so the distance VAR can look back for an issue with a goal in football depends on the attacking phase of play. That's APP. It won't review anything beyond the most recent attacking phase of play leading to the goal.
So do we got the what's the poll at the moment?
So 65% is saying the last minute wasn't a penalty.
Wasn't.
No.
Okay.
So 35% are saying it is. My personal opinion is they got the Clisby one right. Disappointing, but I think they got it right.
Yep.
The last minute,
Such
I
a
didn't
good
see
goal.
it
It
as
was such a
pen.
good goal.
Yeah, it was nice.
Very
Fantastic
good goal.
goal.
The
yeah.
last minute, I don't think that's a pen, bro. Like, we got it up here.
Yeah, let's go
When
for
they
it.
do it normal pace, like in this loop that they're showing the penalty, if you slow it down, yeah, it does hit his hand, but it comes off the shoulder of another
Yeah.
person. But when
That's
you
where
get
I can
fast
say-
pace, it's like boom, boom. Like,
Yeah.
what can he do, bro?
That's where I can say, all right, it's not a, it's like, it can't be a pen because where's his arm meant to go? Disappear?
Yeah.
Because it's
But when you slow it down like that, like they did with the Clisby one, at full speed, you don't know that Clisby's hit it with his arm.
The
bro.
question here, right? The
Yeah.
question here we got to ask: it can bounce off 20 people and hit his arm. The question is, was his arm in a natural position?
his arm wasn't.
Wasn't.
he was
but,
like-
but what's natural? But this is the thing that frustrates me. This is
I don't
why
know
when
what
he
natural is
plays in,
anymore.
Yep.
because
Yeah.
when you're defending,
Yep.
you don't defend like this, bro.
Yep.
People think that's natural. That's not natural. There's a player in front of you. You have your hand on his back. You're not pushing into him, but you're holding your position. So having that there, that is natural. Like, but people think natural is like this, like a penguin.
That's not natural.
But when you play the game, you know
Yeah.
what's natural or not.
Yeah.
Slide tackle. You don't slide tackle like this. You slide tackle with your arm out
Yeah,
to brace
exactly.
yourself.
Yeah.
That's natural, but your arm's out. So I think
But players are very but players are
it's
very
tough. It's a tough one, boss, eh?
players
it
are
is.
very conscious.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, in situations like what we had right at the end of the game, if that happened in another game, referee probably blow that penalty, and the VAR decision to look at it, they'll probably say, "Yeah, go ahead with it."
I don't think anyone blows up.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
I think whatever the ref says, that's it. The VAR's not going to have
the VAR is meant to look at referee blunders, but the VAR for me is being used to find a decision, a reason to give something or not to give something. It's not what it's designed for.
Yeah.
That's why I'd rather have no VAR.
Well, you're saying so the situation here is: did the ref see the ball hit the arm and not call it?
Well, he said no penalty.
I don't even know if the ref saw it, to be honest. I think he did.
So if the ref didn't see it, VAR needs to get involved.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Whether they think I'm saying in the case that it is a penalty, VAR needs to get involved. But if the ref's seen it
and said play on,
and usually you don't understand now. What I just recently learned as well is the VAR asks the referee before they even check. Did you see something? And then the ref will turn around and say, I seen it.
Yeah.
I don't believe it was a pen. I believe his arm is in a natural position, let's say.
Yeah.
Then VAR don't go further.
Correct.
Because that's the referee's call. But if the referee turns around and says, I missed it, I didn't see any handball, then VAR get involved. And then they'll call him to the monitor, obviously.
They review it real quick, bro. It's like the instant that like a situation happens like that, it's instant pause and then boom, they're rewinding it, bro.
Yeah.
Because like honestly, the time lapse for the review, how long did it take roughly?
Oh, it's about 3 minutes.
Okay,
review, wasn't it?
so
Felt like 3 minutes.
so in my mind with the VAR, the way in terms of how many times to look at something, if you cannot find any reason,
George is right
in the
there.
next say 3 or 4 frames,
Yeah.
so you move on and you go with that
So
decision.
with what George's saying, the rule is clear and obvious error. Yeah. Now, if you need to watch something for 3 minutes, that's not obviously it's not clear
You're
enough.
clutching at straws.
Yeah, it's not clear
It's
enough.
too much
when you
grey.
say like, it's so basic, but it's simple.
Clear and obvious error means you watch it 2 times, you say, all right, there's a clear handball there.
Yeah.
His arm's out like this, right? But if you need to take 3 minutes to make a decision, mate, that's not clear and
Bro,
obvious.
It's more cloudy.
There's no worse feeling than when it's like it was on the weekend when he's just got his finger in his ear and he's waiting, and we're all waiting and we're all like, fucking hell. And then he gets told to get over there.
That's the worst.
That's the worst feeling.
As soon as he walked away from the monitor,
I threw my bottle
and he went to blow the whistle and go, and as soon as his arm motioned down, go like this, I'm like,
Thank God.
I don't have to go to hospital.
I was honestly surprised.
Do you know how rare that is?
Yeah.
Do you know how rare that
There
is?
was a female ref that did that. A couple of games that I think.
Yeah,
But she got it right. But
Yeah,
she got it right.
That's a very rare
doesn't
moment.
against Wellington.
That's a confident ref.
But that's because what VAR is saying to referees, we believe there's been a mistake,
Yeah.
right? Come have a look.
Yeah.
So they're telling the referee, we believe it's a penalty. Now, for the referee to then go watch it and say, no, guys, I'm going to stick to my decision. I believe his arm was whatever, or I believe he didn't have enough time, whatever his ruling was or his opinion.
Yeah.
To then go against VAR.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because VAR has told him,
Yep.
you've made a mistake pretty much.
Yeah.
Come have a look, you've made a mistake.
Yeah, exactly.
So credit to the referee, man. That was a big
100%.
call.
Do you know why the referee probably said no penalty? Because he's there on the pitch.
Yeah.
The guy on the screen, who is it, Chris Griffith-Jones, whoever it is, he sits there. He was a referee, right? But he's not on the field. Yeah. He's not looking at it live. Like, he's not feeling the way that...
George, you can say that about every VAR call then.
Yeah.
You can say that about every single one.
Yeah, but
Just by the way, shout out to Brendan Stockton. What's with my Gush not smiling while saying
touched on
fans?
that last pod.
We actually touched on it 10 minutes ago. He won't be at the club any longer.
But he's doing a professional job on the field.
Yeah, stay professional.
absolutely, yeah.
Off the field, mate. Just smile a little bit.
Smile a little bit for the bell.
I don't know how this
noticing.
YouTube shit works because the maths don't work out, but 67% said no, 32% said yes. I don't know what happened to the other 1%, bro.
Other ones were non-binary answers.
Non-binary
answers.
did you put other with comment?
No, I didn't.
Hey guys, fantastic! By the way, 135 people are watching. That's really good. Just
well done.
If you can just like and
subscribe.
If you haven't subscribed, just subscribe,
Yes,
please.
subscribe. Fucking hit the button.
We fucking broke some big news tonight, so
Big
guys,
news for everyone,
100%.
mate. Hey,
we're here for you guys, So just like
transfer
and
news,
like and
Greek
share it.
news.
Greek news. Greek
What?
All right, well, let's go to the goal.
Right.
Let's go to the goal.
Great goal.
Mate, what a goal.
Oh, if you could pull
So
up so I can
it wasn't
look at
what
Wait,
a
it's a
goal.
30-second delay. I'll press what can I do, bro?
Fuck me, man.
It's what a ball by Battleado. Absolute crazy through ball. Pierres took his chance well.
It wasn't crazy.
Bro, it was a
ball.
great
It wasn't
ball
a
for a
great-
young mate.
It was a well
Right,
placed.
It wasn't crazy,
pass.
but it's a well pass.
It's a fucking
well weighted.
It's not crazy, but,
But it wasn't crazy. It wasn't like he went like dinked it over.
But what do you mean, brother? He done a Ronaldinho on them, mate. He's staring over there. They're all watching him. All the
Brother.
Melbourne City players are watching. And he's just cut
Look,
it.
if
Cut it
it
inside,
is a
mate.
professional pass. But
top
so many
pass.
people
Well
miss that
weighted
pass.
pass.
Bro.
He's
Great
eliminated
finish.
fucking 4 players with that ball, bro.
And the thing is,
Whopper.
like, it was just
Great
Beautiful
finish.
finish as well.
Pierres, what's that? 2 goals in 3 games? I can't remember.
You know what I love about? Let's be honest. Did we know about Bettolado before he came?
I had no
You
idea.
know, no, I had a negative because he played in the RBTV game we lost in the FA Cup, and I'm like, I don't want to see any player again.
Okay.
So, but he's
But how long ago was that?
You
went back fucking-
I'm still traumatized by that game, bro.
That's
Robson era, bro.
Yeah, I think you played there.
Holy
I'm pretty sure
shit.
you did.
I've rewatched my interview that many times. I get heart palpitations when I look at myself.
Well, man, look, this Bettolado kid, right? Let's be honest.
come out of nowhere.
He came out of nowhere, right?
Played
The
NPL.
first stage was where we said Milanovic needs to go back to the wing, right? That was the first dilemma we had.
Yep.
The second question was, well, with Borrello out, who's going to fill that void? And we went through a few options. I think we said, Yunus come in, Milanovic stay in the middle, wherever. We gave up a few rotations there.
Yeah.
But no one would have thought this young kid, Bettolado, comes in, right? Bettolado, sorry. Comes in and look, he does not look out of place.
Oh,
He doesn't
100%.
look out of place.
Right, he doesn't.
If I watched him, right, I wouldn't say this kid's from the youth team or nothing, right? If I didn't know about the Wanderers and I was just a neutral watching a game, I would never know he was from the youth system. He looks comfortable.
He's like what we talked about before previously a few times on the show. That when we asked about how do we feed these young players in right, and right, he's fed him in. He's fed him in
Perfect.
perfect way. Like to now where I say, if I don't see him on the team sheet, I'll be saying, hey, where's Bettolado?
Like he's caught our attention.
Get him on.
Yeah.
Unless he's
Why isn't the boy
injured,
playing? I'll be
obviously.
saying now. You know what I mean?
And that's what it is, taking the opportunities, Banana. Right? And that's what we want from our youth players. There's going to be injuries throughout the year, right? Yeah. And there's going to be suspensions, all that. Mate, if you're given a chance, like Yunus has this year, right? He comes in for, the second half against Brisbane, gets the assist for Antonson. Bettolado comes in with, in a rotation, been playing well, gets his first assist on the weekend. I reckon next game he might get a goal.
Relax, we're going to get to the APL after.
We'll get to it later on. Hang on. But you know what? Like, all this, like, I know I've been critical of Rudin, but now, like, he signed a 3-year deal. All the players pretty much have re-signed,
Yeah.
and I'm getting excited.
We're on board.
We're
on board.
I'm on board. I'm on board with all this now. After hearing all this, I'm on board.
Are
all
we
right?
on board the Rudin bus?
Not on the bus yet, but I'm there. I'm following you guys behind.
I want it to work out.
But
You know what I mean?
what I'm trying to get at is like we're getting these youngsters, bro, coming in, and they're hungry, bro. And that's like a recipe for like silverware for me, bro. Like it's coming. Like that's a build up I like.
Yeah, it is coming, and let's not deny Rudin's main asset as a coach is he motivates you, right? We've seen that with all his team talks, his interviews. He knows how to motivate players.
100%.
So in terms of being a youth prospect at Wanderers, and to have a coach like Rudin, who's going to motivate you, who's going to say, you know what, I'm going to give you a fucking chance, right? I don't care if you play shit, right? Go out there, give it your best shot. That's what these youngsters want to hear, and I think
And we'll reassess later.
exactly. And I think we're seeing the benefits of having someone like Rudin, right? He's not the best tactician, right? And I've come on here and I've said many times we didn't have a plan B in the game. Wellington away, right?
Yeah.
Right. Wellington first game at home. We went to Brisbane, right? I've been very critical of Rudin at times, but when it comes to motivating players, whether that be your speech before kickoff at half time, right? Derby week, right? Rudin is your man to motivate you.
War for him, mate.
Right, you go. These players would run through a brick wall for him, right?
Also like it, Brendan. We sit here, we talk every week. Well, obviously, when we don't win, we all fucking throw our arms up in the air, as you do as fucking supporters, because how much you love this club. And obviously, his son watches the show, so his son would go out and show him clips of us. What are we saying? Record us saying something. He would show him. Hey, this guy, you know what? He's not stuck up. You take it on board.
He goes, boys, he goes, sometimes you're on it, but sometimes you're way off.
But we're not experts, but fuck.
But he listens, bro. Honestly, like he's a great. No one's ever doubt the quality he has as a person.
I'm not gonna
and
lie,
stuff
bro.
like that,
Few times this year we've brought up stuff and we've seen it happen in the next game.
My dad,
listen.
my dad is convinced that they watch a show because every time we blast him, we win the next game.
If it happened once, I'd say all right. If it happened twice, I'd say it's a coincidence. It's happened like 4 or 5 times, bro. Right?
Pereira's
now.
Goal.
Take
Russell.
Russell.
He plays well.
Wanted Russell out. He took him out.
Well,
Simmons came in.
it's like the
So don't give us credit, but give us credit now.
it was like the derby Allianz. I was walking back to go out. And Milanovic walked past me. He goes, "I told you we'll win. You said we'll lose." I said, "Well, I'm just giving like an opinion. Like
When we're doing win-loss, what do you expect?
What do you want from us, mate?
Go win. We'll say, oh, we're going to win.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if we lose this weekend,
Read it out, everyone else, suck the team.
get all these things, get him out of the club, bro.
Would we be surprised?
No.
That's
Honestly.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Listen. I know. I just want to say something, right? There's moments throughout a season, or when you look back at a championship season, right? Whether you're overseas, let's say you're Man City, right? And you're reflecting back on your season. There's a point in the season where you say, you know what?
Yeah.
That's when we got a sniff of things. I'm gonna say this: Perth Glory, Western United away.
Yeah.
We win these next 2 games,
Yeah.
right? Make it 3 in a row. I'm going to be confident that we will finish in the top 2. We're at the point in the season, right, where it's been like a yo-yo. You're up and down.
Yeah.
We've got Perth Glory, back-to-back home wins.
Next 4
We need to win this weekend. Go to Western
And-
United, who's struggling.
Yep.
Win there. Make it 3 in a row.
Yep.
I think the momentum we get from these 3 games, right, going to MacArthur, I think will drive us all the way to a top 2 finish, and we'll look back at the end of the season and say that was the period in our season where things started looking good.
We said it last podcast, went through it, and we said that all Rudin has to say before this game is, boys, if you're serious about winning this league, go prove it against City. And I think they did, bro.
It was a
I
big
think
test.
they did, bro.
Very
First
big
thing I
test.
said on the show was we were City against City.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
In terms of dominance, how we've been on the receiving end of that.
Would have been nice to get another goal, but yeah, absolutely.
Right, it should have been 3-4-0, let's be honest.
Yeah, it was.
So and bro, I remember clearly last year, I said, when are we gonna be City? I came on this show and said, when are we gonna be City?
you did, yeah.
Right?
Can I bring up some stats?
We're on the way.
Can I bring up some
sure,
stats
bring
on the
your stats,
game? If
George.
that's okay?
Chucking some stats.
Okay.
All right, this guy's saying Malta engaged. Give me something to engage, Dave, bro. Dave King, you're a sick
We don't
guy.
see
Give me something
any,
engaged, bro.
coloured things. Hey,
So-
there you go.
JRBTV playing football manager through Rudin.
That's how you engage. That's how.
That's our engagement.
Yeah, go,
So,
Georgie.
okay, let's look at Jamie McLaren, right? What? Greatest A-League probably goal scorer.
Apparently he's leaving. A lot of people saying he's leaving City.
Okay,
Well,
Sorry, I got
not
distracted
our
there.
issue.
Go, yeah.
3 passes and that was it. The whole game.
his game's fading out like
Right.
his airline.
Then
Arsenal
if you
was
go
surprising.
to the match stats of us, 64% possession Melbourne City
Yeah, not
to
surprised.
36.
Not surprised.
But they didn't do anything.
Yeah.
But that's the thing.
They didn't do
With
anything.
our possession, we did stuff.
It's called effective possession, all right? Give me 20%, brother. Give me 20%. Give me 8 shots in that 20%, all right?
100%.
Let me score 2 of them rather than have 80% and have 2 shots off target. So possession is a myth, right?
Yeah,
it's
100%,
fantastic
bro.
if you can retain possession, but you got to do something with the cunt.
But
Mind my language,
You're right,
right?
bro.
Yeah.
I get frustrated when gaffers out there just want to keep the
We
ball.
control the
retention.
ball, yeah.
Robinson, bro, drove me mad. Drove me mad. Right, we have 60% possession. What have we done, bro?
yeah.
What do we do with it?
Yeah.
Right, so give me your 20% possession. Give me 30, 40%.
Give me effective possession, bro.
Like, give me a win in the
But
end,
give me
brother.
goals, right? Give me the opportunities
Yeah.
that we created on the weekend. Give me that. I'll take it, bro.
But George, you raised a good point. I think a lot of big players are missing from him.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, look, the passes. Melbourne City 574, us 327.
Let them have the extra 200.
That's with the
bro.
possession.
Let him have it, bro.
So
what
it's
did they do? Nothing with it.
Exactly.
brother.
That's what I'm saying.
Pretty much. We
I
done
thought
to them what
I thought
Mariners
I'd
did
just
to
give
us
you those
a
ones.
week ago.
Yeah.
We had the ball, we passed it around. Mariners sat back, he passed the ball around,
Yeah,
brother.
bang, yeah.
Bang, we scored.
I think our players did well. They kept McLaren quiet. They kept Aslan quiet. They shut. I think Rudin and the coaching staff nailed it.
Nailed it, bro. Absolutely nailed it.
Can I also say as well, like,
Go, George.
how
hit it, brother.
how good were the fucking jerseys on the field?
Oh, they are cracker
Mate,
jerseys.
they
eh?
are
I might get myself
absolutely.
The gold trim stands out. Oh,
mate.
right. They're my favourite jersey.
You know what? Saturday I'm buying one.
I'm going to buy one here.
No,
I
it's-
haven't bought jersey in about
Fuck anyone.
four
Now, can I tell you? Shout out to Suzette from merchandise.
She's it.
She's the.
I don't know, I'm just saying.
Finish.
She's the merchandise. Like, she does all the jersey designs and all that for the
Yeah,
club.
yeah.
She did every design this season.
Oh, mad.
Shout out
yeah,
to
no, you're right.
Suzette.
Shout that
So-
out for sure.
Oh, other one's Reek. No, I'm joking.
Shout out.
Grey one's good. I like it.
And the snack packs were terrible this weekend.
Well, hey,
Wow.
there was a few people in like.
No, you know what's so
RBTV,
funny?
they were like, "Can you smell like a doner kebab somewhere?" I was like, "Bro, there's somewhere here snack packs."
You know what's so funny? Two people when I walked in, a couple of people asked me like, how the snack pack, where is it? And I showed them where to go. They're like, why is it $17? I'm like, well, it's like $15 or whatever, $16. I'm like,
Man, remind them we're in the West, bro. Anyways, now I want to ask you.
Sorry.
I want to ask you guys a question. Hey,
Sure.
can we do another poll, Azza?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry, but yeah.
Can we do another poll?
Love this
Yeah,
poll.
yeah.
I like interaction and I like the
we're
opinions
engaging.
Bro, I really value the viewers' opinions, right?
Yeah.
The poll is: was Unite round a success?
Okay.
I've got my opinion about that.
I'm going to tell you where. You know where it was a success? I'm going to say
Done.
was it Saturday night game? When did we play? We played on Friday.
Friday and Saturday night was
Saturday night.
Adelaide, Sydney.
I will say
Victory.
that game was a
Central Coast,
success.
wasn't it?
I'll say that was because you literally had 4 different supporters in one stadium and they were all giving it to Sydney, bro. I absolutely loved
Oh,
it.
yeah. The
I
Lakes
absolutely
fan,
loved it,
FOC,
bro.
Yeah, FOC in UFC.
So, alright,
David nailed it.
all right. It wasn't the fucking magic round or Unite round that the A-League put that we're gonna get. This is gonna take time, bro. We first need to sort out our crowds,
it's in Sydney
and
next
obviously there's bigger things going on at the moment. With the
I'm
A-League.
gonna say this though, right? When they granted the grand final to Sydney, right? New South Wales government obviously got the grand final. Everyone made a big fuss about it, right? Now the new leadership came in after the CEO left. What was his name? Townsend.
Yep.
He obviously departed. The new guys came in, and credit to them, the first decision they made was revert back to the old system where the grand final was given to the minor premiers, was it, or the winner of the major semis?
So
No,
the highest
finishes
Highest finisher, right?
finisher.
Okay, all right.
Minor premiers, yeah.
This Unite round for me, if I'm a Melbourne Victory fan and the league's gone and done a U-turn on the decision, to pay them back, right,
I'd say no.
I would have made an effort to come to Unite round, right? Because let me tell you something now. What happens if if they've gone to the New South Wales government and said, listen, guys, we don't want to have the grand final here, but what we have is a Unite round and we'll host the New South Wales.
That's what they put.
Now, I'm the New South Wales government. I had the grand final, right? I've given it back. Unite round.
Succeed.
What was the attendance at
40s. Oh, all up was
all up
40,000,
about 45,000.
Oh,
that's
poor.
All up.
All up. That's poor.
Oh, it's
Right?
rubbish.
That's Melbourne City versus Victory
Fucking
derby.
Broncos
Right?
get that in one game. Just
Right.
on their
So,
own, man.
so if I'm the New South Wales government right now, and I'm going to turn around to the A-League and say, guys, you've fucked me here.
Yeah.
You've fucked me.
Absolutely.
Right. So I think as fans, right, and it's maybe easy for us to say banana because it's happening in Sydney, but I think the fans around the league have let the competition down.
They let
right?
their own clubs down.
They let their own clubs down. It's an opportunity to get him, get behind something unique, right? Something that's a milestone, right? It's the first time it's happening.
Yeah.
And I think we let them down. If it happens in Victoria, I'm not going to say I would have been there, but I would have made an effort if it worked around work and stuff. I would have made an effort to go down.
I think it's a right idea, but like David said, right idea, but shit how they just did it. They rushed it. They look, it's going to start somewhere, all right? And it's in Sydney next season because it's for 2 seasons. I think it's a great idea. I think the APL, now I don't know if they were more worried about what came out yesterday, just lacked the engagement, getting it out there, the news out there. Bro, what was happening outside Parramatta Stadium? Nothing. What's happening outside SFS? Nothing, bro. Make it an experience, bro.
Festival.
Make it a festival. And I know this might be a little bit iffy and it might take the hype off it, but bro, if you put a Sydney derby in the Unite round, 47,000 to one game.
Yeah, but then the question is, right?
But then you lose it during the season.
No, the question is, if you have a derby Unite round, what game are you going to have before
There'll
it?
be 2 interstate. I get what they did. They said, let's get a Sydney team to verse interstate.
They're selling out derbies at the moment. They don't need to put that into a Unite
They're not
round.
selling, bro.
No,
They're not.
Well, bro,
No,
what are we
if
at? 90% capacity and
Make it a
Allianz?
derby round. The derby Unite round, bro. Make it Melbourne City, Melbourne Victory.
Allianz,
Allianz, yeah.
Are we not selling at Allianz when we go down there?
Nah.
It's never sold out.
Nah, not for the first couple of
It's on
seasons.
borderline, bro.
But what are we at? 80%, 90%?
I'm guessing. I don't know, bro. I'll guess about 80%.
80%. I don't think they don't need to put that in Unite round to promote it.
But then you crush the 47 straight away. And then you can go to your New South Wales government and say, here. And then you can go to Melbourne government and say, or Victoria government, look at the stats. Look how much we're going to bring in. You're going to get more money for it.
Listen,
It's a tough one.
Unite round on a Saturday night, 3 p.m. kickoff, Melbourne City versus Melbourne Victory. 7 p.m. you got Wanderers and Sydney FC. 9:30 you got Perth and Wellington, all in the same stadium, same day, bro.
If it was a Melbourne derby here, I know Melbourne's.
We would travel for that.
I know Melbourne people are saying like,
100%.
if it was a
Even if it
Sydney
was in
derby
Melbourne.
in Melbourne,
Yeah, well,
bro,
I'm
I'm going, bro.
Yeah,
I am
of
going to that
course.
motherfucker,
Of
bro.
course, bro.
Like I know me saying now, like, make that Unite round a derby for all the games, like playing your Mariners, Fing, Newcastle.
Yeah, but what that means is you're going to have a game where it's going to be like Brisbane versus, I don't know, someone, Adelaide or
distance derby.
something, or something like that. You're going to have a game where it's going to be 2 interstate.
Ah, what can you do?
I get what they did. Don't get me wrong, I get what they did, but I think it just wasn't a success. Right idea?
Yep.
Wrong.
Now, I just want to come around to our women's team. Big congratulations.
fantastic.
Yeah.
To last year, just bring up some...
Hey, I don't want to be.
You know when Banana says, hey, go Banana.
I don't want to be sexist here and all that, but
Stats.
you see what happens when you bring a male coach in?
No, you're right.
Nah,
Bro, he got a contract extension.
I don't think it's got anything to do with it.
What?
He does.
No,
He doesn't?
No, in terms of
What?
like the sex, it's got nothing to do with
but
it.
he's changing
But
it
for
around.
me, Robbie Hooker, NSL player, played for Olympic, played for a couple other clubs. He was in the AIS system
bro,
as well. No.
How many female managers have they had over the years?
Listen,
Too many.
How many?
Yeah.
crap loads.
Crap loads. And where have they gone?
One
Bottom
final,
of the-
one
literally.
final sister in like 12 years.
Yeah.
All right. They bring in Robbie Hooker. I don't know.
changed it around.
How many male coaches have you had as the female ones?
I don't know, bro.
I'm going to say it's a very short
I think
list.
one.
One?
I think he's the only one.
Only one?
I think he's the only one.
Well,
I don't know, to be honest, yeah.
I think we've also
Credit
brought...
to him.
Credit to him, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think we've
am
brought in...
I being sexist here? by saying-
No. I agree with you, Banana, because what Robbie Hooker's done now, like obviously he came in like literally days before the derby, right? He didn't know half the players' names,
round one.
system, whatever. He then got rid of the assistant coach in the space of a week.
Yeah.
He's gone to City because obviously the ideas didn't work, it didn't whatever, all right? He's made changes in the positions of where the players are playing. Yeah. So Apostolakis was playing defensive line. She couldn't handle running up and down. So he put her more forward behind the forward line. So she makes the runs in, she creates chances, she cleans up, whatever. Saviani is standing in the middle of the field, getting balls through the middle or through wide positions, and that's why she's scoring goals.
Now, George, what Banana's saying here is, I reckon, this is my own opinion, if a female coach came in, she wouldn't have put her foot down like Hooker did here.
Depends, yeah.
What do you mean depends?
Depends if she came with prestige.
Prestige.
If- nah, bro. Honestly,
Nah.
if she
Please.
came,
I
and
agree
she's
with
like
Malta.
done, nah, bro. If she's like one in America or Sweden where the women's game is strong,
Okay, but
and
we'll
she
never
comes
bring it.
in-
We're not going to bring
I'm
in a
saying,
coach
that's what
like
I mean.
that. Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Listen,
yeah.
has there? Or I
I
don't
know what you're saying,
I don't.
Banana.
I don't
get where
watch.
Banana's
I don't watch the women's league at all.
I do.
I don't. All right. Credit to you guys who go and watch it. I just can't. I'm sorry. I just can't.
No, that's okay. More than
Has there been a female manager that has won the league in the A-League?
Yes.
There has.
Yes.
I'm going to guess that's Melbourne Victory.
Canberra
Victory,
United.
was it Victory? Canberra United.
Canberra
won
United and
games.
Melbourne Victory.
Melbourne Victory. Oh, all right. And how long has it been around?
Who?
The A-League.
Since
the start.
Wouldn't it be?
2008.
That's a pretty shit record. Do you agree or not?
One in what? How many years?
Probably. Yeah.
15 years?
Since the Wanderers,
So our male manager has dominated more than female.
more than
Anyways, look, let's not get off topic.
Credit to
Congratulations to Gil. That's 3 wins in a
Well,
row.
congrats to the girls.
Keep it going, bro.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
But
Hopefully win this club championship.
3 wins in a row. We've done the double over City.
exactly.
Right, that's
Who were coming
fantastic.
first?
Who were coming first, right? And
Fourth.
Yeah.
mate, I hope they continue and make a finals appearance.
Well,
Right, all right. Calicio scored an absolute crack against Perth. We're going to preview Perth, but that's when we'll bring it up. Anyway, Perth next.
Why?
But the women's play
sorry.
Central Coast
Sorry,
this
I'm talking
weekend,
about the men's now,
and then they'll be back at home the week after.
right.
So yeah,
Perth, we've got next game, Perth.
should win.
Must win.
First thing first, who do you play? Is Hendricks fit? I didn't see a half time.
Don't know.
Don't know.
Well, Beedling is fit.
Beeling's fit, but
Do you play Bonatig or Beedling?
Bonatig.
I don't think I'll play
Bonatig, yeah.
Bonatig just because why would you want to change something that is not broken?
I'll be honest. The way Bonatig's going, Beedling's going to be spending a lot of time on the bench, bro. Yeah. Well, in my opinion, he should be because you don't, like George said, let's not disrupt what's working. Bonatig had a fantastic game against City, bro.
He
All
did,
right.
bro, yeah.
When was the last time City went without scoring a goal?
Probably
Well,
last.
their winning streak last 5 games. I
Probably even luck last season.
I'm curious.
I think the Melbourne Derby. They scored the Melbourne Derby?
Yeah, they did.
think this
No, it was
season.
nil.
Oh, nil all. Yeah, that's
Right
right.
this season, yeah, early on.
Season.
Yeah.
No, not long ago.
Yeah.
But I get what Boz is saying. Like,
So it's-
how often do they stay?
You don't change
goalless?
anything defensive.
Bro, that's nil. Okay, so the derby was the last time,
Yeah.
right?
But it's not often you keep.
It's not often, right? It's not often with the attacking, force they have, bro. You know, you've got the Turk there in the tall guy killing it this year as well. You've got McLaren in the 9, who possibly might be leaving City as well. All right, we've been reading that. So, but man, City is City, right? City is City. When we talk about who's been the most dominant team in the last 4 years, everyone's going to say City. Right, every other big club's had its up and downs. Melbourne victory last year, right? So,
Look, a big thing. I didn't even think of this.
Yeah,
if
talk to us.
Beedling is fit, do you play him with Priestman instead of Brillante?
No, I'm playing
No,
Brillante.
so you
It's just Brillante
Yes.
gives the defensive thing.
still have Brillante, even though I'm not whatever.
They're
But
not sold, yeah.
Beedling, unfortunately for me, right now he will be a bench. And the thing is, coming back from injury
Malta,
as well.
why are we playing with the team for?
No, this is what people are saying.
Okay, but that's
He's engaging.
no, if it was me, bro, I play.
No. Why are they asking for change like this?
They
or
just
are they-
said, would you play?
What's
yeah.
the
It's-
man asking? Johnny
Paul.
99.
Yeah,
Let's poll.
Bonatig is choose John. Bonatig is so composed on the ball and releases the ball a lot quicker. He does actually. He contributes a lot to our attacking phase, winning the ball higher up to 100%.
Fantastic.
He's
Yeah,
a lot.
thanks,
He's
John.
positive. Yeah. Caluccio scored an absolute banger for him, and who was the other guy in Perth?
Oh,
Bro, what a goal.
Shushnia. Oh my
What a
God, bro.
You see celebration.
Jesus
I don't think he
Christ.
knew how to celebrate. He didn't know how
was
to
in
celebrate.
shock. Yeah,
What a rocket.
that's what I mean. I'm not too worried about.
That was a great
regret
game,
saying
huh?
this, but it was a top game.
That was a top game.
Very
Wellington.
fucking
7
bro.
minutes to score and changing.
So
I'm
what?
not too worried about it because I know you look at him. Oh, they scored 3 goals, but 2 of their goals, Caluccio's and the
Yeah,
other
but
goal were
mind you,
absolute
they were playing against Western, and both
No,
teams
no.
they got bad
Wellington.
defensive records
Wellington, bro,
this
Wellington,
year.
Wellington.
Oh,
Wellington.
sorry.
Yeah, which is like yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
They're saying would you play Beedling because Hendricks is in?
No,
No,
don't
I-
change.
I-
If it's not,
so the Central Coast game. Why'd
let's
you
not burn ourselves
change
again. Fucking, let's not do a Mariners again. We don't need to do
Yeah, I
that.
agree.
You know,
I
if
agree.
we're winning, don't touch it.
What about this?
Unless it's really needed, bro, like injury or some shit.
What about this? Might be looking Milanovic. Now Milanovic is looking a bit tired lately. Is that
I
something you
would still get no if he's fit to play and he wants to play playing.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I agree.
Well, I am going to say this. I think he's taken on a lot of the responsibility in the last month upon himself, and he's saved us in a lot of games, right? Especially that Wellington game.
Yeah. Right there.
I feel like the weight and the pressure that's been put on him, especially with Borello's absence, right? I think it's starting to show. I wouldn't mind, listen, not this week, but if we can get a couple wins and we get a couple bodies back,
Let him have a rest.
let him have a week off.
Yeah.
Right? Just tell him,
No,
go
100%.
You
play
know what I think
golf
it is,
for the
Mo-
week.
You know what I
mate.
also think it is, Boz, is that we know that Milanovic is going to start.
Yeah.
We don't know who's going to start on the right.
That's
so if you're
right.
an opposition coach, shut down Milanovic, he's going to start.
Yeah.
So maybe there's more homework being done against him. And
So
he's still a gun, bro. He's still absolutely
Mate, he's still look. He didn't have one of his better games, right? He's raised the bar so high with his standard this year that a game that he wasn't probably poor for a lot of players, but for his standards, because he's been playing at such a high level, we expected a bit more. So I get a bit of the criticism, but everyone is entitled to have a poor game every now and again.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? No,
But just when it comes to if it becomes too
consistent. That's the issue.
and player burnout.
That's right. So you can have the odd poor game. You know what, mate? It's we've all had those games. As a coach, you tell your player regroup. Next week, expect a turnaround. If you start seeing a pattern, right, consistency
Sit
in
down
poor
with
behavior, then it's time to maybe change.
Is anyone making any changes to the lineup?
No, we're sticking. Yeah,
We're sticking.
yeah, we're sticking.
Pick and
All
stick.
right. Well, let's do the famous score predictions. This is
Well, it depends on the. Perth's going to go back home and then travel again.
I'm not too
Or
sure.
are
I'm actually
they-
thinking about that this week.
Or like even Wellington. Obviously, but I think
Costs a
Wellington.
lot of
are
money
back
to
home,
fucking
but-
keep him here, but costs a lot of
but,
money to fly
I
him
mean-
back and
I
fly
mean,
him here.
Usually they stay.
But
Yeah.
player welfare, I'd think that they'll probably stay.
I think that would stay.
Too much.
Let's go score.
I'm going to go 2-0 Wanderers.
You know what? I'm going to actually go 3-2 Wanderers. I see a high scoring game. Perth have shown that they can score goals.
Yeah.
Against MacArthur, remember they came from behind.
Yeah.
Again on the weekend, they scored 3 goals, so they've got a potent attack,
Well,
but
that's
their
Stadger's
defense
coaching.
is poor.
Yeah.
Right, so
Stadger's coaching.
Georgie, score.
3-2, I say. So George.
2-1 Wanderers.
My dad told me to predict a loss. Because every time we do, we win.
know
I'm going to
what?
go win, bro.
We're lost.
Yeah.
We're just lost.
We're losing, eh? Nah, win. I
should be a
reckon.
win. It's
I'm
gotta
going to
be a
say
win.
3-1 win. That's rare for me to say that. I'll see.
Look, and the last,
Comfortable win.
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
the thing. The last time when we played them,
1-0 half time, I think, and then 2-1.
when we played them the last time in November, the day after my birthday, it was like, all right, 1-0. Did we play well? No, we didn't, but we still got the win. So
Yeah, I don't care as long as we win.
I think if they play a similar performance, obviously I know it's not Melbourne City, but if they play with a similar
we win.
intent,
Yeah.
similar intent,
And before anyone says, "Oh, you got your name, you got your predictions wrong last week, bro," every single person got the prediction wrong,
Everyone got it
except
wrong.
for one.
We
Remember,
all
one
said- I
person
said
said
lost,
win
bro.
because we asked you guys, lost.
Lost. Everyone had a
People
L,
did,
bro.
bro,
They
so
didn't stay now.
relax,
Yeah,
bro.
we're in, settle
I don't think
down.
anyone said it, but I'm just saying it. Another thing before we get into APL, Copper 90, ranked the Sydney Derby as 44th. Was it 44th? Even the club shared it. Ellie from it brought up the tifo that got stolen. It's great that we get that recognition on the world stage. So good to see. All right, APL.
yes,
Quickly dabble in this one.
No, not quickly.
Far out. No, not quickly.
Relax, back on the
Go,
league,
Georgie.
The league's going under, is it?
Bro, yeah.
Oh, it's in a bit of damage control, but I reckon
you guys
they'll survive.
yeah.
They always make it out the worst of the worst, which
Well,
Can't
keep
be-
up's a big thing. Keep up's a fail, unfortunately. It is. You invested
Fail?
30 million on it.
I
apparently-
watch it every week.
I watch it for that. We use it for this.
Yeah, we use it. Don't
make sure you
knock
keep
it off.
it.
We keep it. We need it for this.
Most of the staff that have been redundant, from what I understand, is from that keep up communication side. Look, the APL, I think it's not a good thing to see, but this is a massive chance, it's a massive reset. I think the APL stuffed up massive, bro. You want to control this league. You've got it. I can't. One good thing is maybe the Auckland expansion because they found a rich bloke. It is.
Bournemouth owner.
It is so much shit that the APL got wrong. It's ridiculous. It's not the death of the A-League. I want to make that very, very
relax
clear,
on
bro.
the deaf side, bro. Fucking
Next thing,
hell,
Fox
bro.
Sports. Bro, Fox Sports have put so many articles about this. They played such a big part in MacArthur and West United coming in. They wanted a team from Sydney, a team from Melbourne. So all of a sudden, you got Robbie Slater. I know Mark Bosch is always honest, but they're coming out and saying all this shit, bro. Fox Sports,
More
you played a
Slater.
part in the APL failing. So don't think you're all innocent and all that shit. Next thing is the APL as saying what they're saying with the generic statements. They have to. They have to say this.
Yeah, they're not going to throw themselves under the bus, bro. Fuck.
But it's not a good thing to say. It's not the death of the A-League. I want to make that clear.
So,
but in saying the APL got what it deserved. They've stuffed up so many things. This is what they need, bro. It's, if people lost their jobs, unfortunate, but it is what it is. Make the right decision next time. Simple as that. George, you tell
Come
me
on,
something.
Georgie, spit it out.
So there was nothing wrong with the Fox Sports coverage, right? Because everyone had pretty much Foxtel or some sort of K or whatever it was, because NRL, AFL, all right.
Yeah.
A lot of people just kept the sport because obviously
They even had the EPL after.
when APL was on, right? Obviously Optus got the rights, got onto them. They've done well with what they've been given, right? The APL for me have absolutely bottled it when it came to the copyright to get the rights out for broadcast.
Paramount.
Right? It's not just Paramount because it's Channel 10, right? Channel 10 have done so many failures when it comes to sports other than motorsport. All right?
Even that stuff.
They had the rugby league at one point in time in the early 90s. I don't know if anyone remembers. A lot of younger viewers probably don't know. But they eventually lost it. Be what is it, mate? Right? Football, the way it's covered these days, no one knows when games are on. No one knows.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Ticket prices are fast. Some clubs are charging ridiculous amounts. Club memberships are going through the roof.
Yeah.
Some of them, not all of them. Some of them are. Right? When the NSL was coming towards demise, they tried to go the route of free to wear. So they tried to get Channel 7
screwed them.
Channel 7 tried to obviously had it.
Emails that generally
They
shut at midnight.
Yeah, but the thing is, they basically gave it a death note, and that was the end of it. Right?
Yeah, go, George.
So I see the A-League becoming NSL in terms of if it doesn't get its shit sorted out now, and having other people or whoever it is to come into the APL and say, right, we know we fucked up with the way it's been delivered because the content's really fucking shit. Sorry.
Does anyone still have Foxtel?
I do. I do as well. But
When I went to cancel it, they said, you've been with us for 10 years. You can't cancel. And they went,
Fuck you.
no,
I said.
no, they didn't say you can't. They
They
said, we'll do whatever we can.
they tried a whole year.
Give me A-League back. I said,
Bro, Georgie, I don't mind Channel 10 showing it. If you're a PL, you're like, free to air, good. Channel 7, 9, 10, one of them.
But what George is saying, where's the promotion?
Okay, no.
100%.
What it is okay. So if you go, like the fact that it's on Channel 10 free, or Bold or whatever it's on, right? My issue is that if you go to a pub or a club,
most of them
who
have it.
has Paramount Plus?
Yeah, good point. Yeah, good
right?
point, George. Yeah.
All of them have K or like the Fox Sports subscription. And they'll go, okay, can you put on like 505, whatever it was back then?
Yeah,
all right?
yeah, that's easy.
I only got Paramount Plus because in case if my club plays away, right? And we can't travel or whatever the case may be, right?
Yeah.
Not everyone's got the luxury of having Paramount Plus. And what I've noticed is, this is how stupid the keep up is. They have it on YouTube for only one half
What?
free on a Friday night game.
I don't know.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They have it on free on YouTube for one half and then they get rid of it.
Yeah.
So what they try to do...
What happens if you don't watch the first half? You can watch the second half?
No, then you have to get Paramount.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. They're trying to get
Paramount
has the sad part about
Paramount
Play Up
hasn't.
was we had a big injection of cash into the league, right? Where did that money come from again? We sold a bit of
the finance company in America.
Yep, they bought a bit of the whether 30% or something.
Yeah.
It was like $120 million injection of,
Yep.
of it. And from what we found out,
30 million, bro.
what we found out, 30 million or something of that went to
keep
Play Up. That is huge, man.
ridiculous.
When you got clubs who are on the brink
brink of collapse.
of collapse, your Newcastle Jets.
Yep.
Right, we heard rumors that players weren't even getting paid at one stage. Right, if we've come to that stage, right, someone needs to answer for why we injected so much money into play up. Right, it's been an utter failure.
Keep up.
Keep up. Sorry, it's been an an utter failure.
Has, bro, yeah.
And you know what? Like you said, Azar, heads had to roll.
Yeah, I got an issue.
And so,
Bro, the issue I have is Paramount. There's so much.
Wrong with
Bro,
it.
that's wrong, but
I was
I
gonna
don't know if
que- I was
potential
gonna-
is the right word.
I was
Because they've
gonna-
got so much football.
I got a question for just for those general viewers
Yeah.
and the Paramount. Does anyone else have a problem when they if you have a Samsung TV.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Got the
You
same.
have a Samsung TV.
Yeah.
I noticed this doesn't happen to other TVs. It's only Samsung TV
Yeah.
where you watch Paramount and it just freezes
Glitches.
and your TV goes complete to shit.
Do you want to put up a poll?
Where you can't turn the TV
No,
off.
it's a real thing.
You can't turn the TV off.
yeah.
You can't turn it. You can't go back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Other is it just
No,
me
it's real.
or
No, it's real. Samsung's issue.
so it's a Samsung issue?
Yeah. So,
Other TVs, it's not an issue.
yes. It depends on the model of your
there's some
TV
shit
and
with it, but yeah.
upgrades. And all
Samsung's
that.
But it wasn't doing this before. This is recently happening.
This
Maybe
is-
a couple
bro,
weeks ago.
Like you look at the football on Paramount, they got the A-League, they got the Asia Cup, they got the FA Cup, they got
Asian
the
Champions League.
Bro, it could have been a football hub if Channel 10 and Paramount advertised the crap out of it as a football hub. They did the right thing. Give members free, bro.
and pick up the lead?
Optus, bro. Optus is not. Everyone's saying Optus. Optus stuffed up, bro. If they really wanted, they would have outbid Paramount. Simple as that. Optus is not the saving grace, bro.
What I also think.
Not, but it would have
It's-
been.
it's better.
It would be because most people have.
My idea,
Optus.
put on Optus, but Channel 10 shows 2 games live.
Yeah.
My issue as well with the whole Channel 10 broadcast and Paramount Plus is why do you have on the sideline on a Saturday 4:40 like 7:45 game an idiot that doesn't know football and he's doing a morning show, Studio 10, going up to players and talking, thinks he knows. Get football experts, get ex-players.
Get us on.
No, but
Where did Bosnich go? I know Robbie Slade, I hate the bloke, but where did he go?
Bosnich is doing nothing.
digging
He's
in.
They're football experts. Get them on.
he's with Stan
Get them on,
because they're
bro.
doing the Champions
Oh,
League.
he is too with Craig Foster, yeah.
Yeah, but why not get obviously they've got had times they've got if they go to Melbourne they've got Thompson whatever.
Yeah, Wellington.
But the Sydney one on the sideline. Why do you get someone that? Why do you have someone that is not from football?
Adam Peacock, bring him back, bro. Bring him back. Adam Peacock.
I don't want it.
Bosnich.
I don't want Adam Peacock.
Bro. He's a good host.
He's doing cricket now,
Bring him back, bro. Bring him
right?
back.
Why not get can we get Topple Stanley? Get the Jeep Michael Beecham.
Absolutely.
Get these
Footballing guys.
A-League guys that have played.
No, you're right, Georgie.
I just and
He's lost for words.
no, and that other girl that's like a Tara Rushton
Mel.
2.0, Mel whatever.
Oh, Mel.
Oh, wait, Mel was first.
Where is she now?
Mel McLaughlin, she's Channel 7 doing
She's gone
cricket.
high up, bro.
She's too high class.
She's with Chris Gale.
Yeah, she's moved up.
Chris Gale. Nah,
Chris
it's,
Gale.
Lucy?
Lucy Zelly, she's doing nothing. Get her brother. Like, I want to see some imagination and fantasy.
Is that real?
I want imagination and fantasy.
It
Like,
probably is, bro.
Australian Open.
They do share.
I just don't understand why you got these people on the sideline or even other people in the interstate games. They've got no football in back. Like Daniel
In
McBreen.
saying this, I'm going to have a go at absolutely everybody because whoever doesn't watch a game is whoever doesn't watch
part of the problem.
is part of the problem because we're not meeting the
Quota.
quota. And as a result, A-League is getting less money because they said, it's based on quotas, whatever. All right, so people can sit here and say, blah, blah, blah. Watch the game, bro. Support this league. Everyone wants to see this league succeed, bro. And a big part is viewers. Related or not, it is, bro. It is. And we've got to play our part, bro. If you're sitting at home and you got nothing to do, put on TV.
Mate,
Just
they've got this.
clean or some
They've got
shit.
this national second division coming next year.
Oh, yeah, that's a whole different issue.
I went like this, the past weekend, 2,500 at Cogra. That's for a non-televised game.
Yeah.
I know it was a one-off game, but this is the thing. Like, if you're gonna expand the competition, do promotion relegation, even the A-League clubs that are struggling right now, how can Perth Glory, who's been in an inception since 1996, have not an ownership or someone that is from a football and business background? And this is another issue. This is a separate issue as well. It's another issue.
Yeah.
We need to get rid of the cap or some form of cap, whatever crap,
Lift it up, bro.
and having overseas investment. But that's
Who was the owner of Perth Glory? What was his name? Sage.
Tony
right?
Sage.
He said there was not a year where he made profits.
Yeah.
Right. So how are we going to
So
attract
viability.
How are we going to attract owners when they look at the records? Right. They're going to say to the A League, "All right, show us all the paperwork." Fuck, he's lost. Previous owners lost $6 million every year for the last 5 years, mate. We don't want to touch this.
Good luck to the Auckland owner.
You don't buy
So look, it's a very disappointing situation.
He went fucking.
Anyways,
Three driver knows. Fucking.
If any MacArthur supporters are watching, your club has done like $5 tickets for the Champions League. You have no excuse not to pay.
$5 ticket.
$5
Not only
tickets,
that.
bro.
but who's the fans?
I don't know. Anyway.
No, they got 8,000 couple weeks ago, bro. Yeah.
Hey,
I was surprised
anyway,
it was,
I
yeah.
saw today
that must have
for
got paid.
our game on the weekend. Don't worry about these games. Worry about our game. Our game on the weekend. Tickets up to $15 a pop.
And just get
That's
concession.
Get down and get it. Just get down, get some ticket.
Finally,
Bring a friend.
You're doing really shit if Malta's promoting your rival club, bro.
Yeah.
Hey?
It's
pretty
ACL,
bad.
but it doesn't affect
Fuck,
us.
bro.
Let it
AFC
go well.
Cup.
It actually does affect. We want us to do well. So
You're in a deep hole when your rival
Malta's
fans are
fucking-
promoting your game, bro.
No, they help us, bro. They help us with the
Fucking-
coefficients. We get more sponsors.
Anyways, Malta, how long's the show been going on?
Oh,
for?
Dude, 1:30, bro.
Let's wrap it up,
We did
bro.
half an hour before we even
Half
touched
an
the
hour,
game.
yeah, touch the game. Touch
Anyway,
the
obviously
main
we got
bits.
Perth 7:40 or 7:35 or 7:30. I don't know.
7:45.
There you go. At Paris Stadium, you haven't got a ticket. Buy. Banana said $15.
$15.
We're all
Thank you
predicting
to
wins, so
Daniela
get ready
and
for a
Tori for
loss.
making life better.
Guys,
Thank you.
also, whenever you're watching the show, a couple of our fans do this as well. Take a photo, tag us, right?
Tag us, back us up.
That's a bit of exposure. Let's get it out there. We're rapidly
is this
growing,
real?
you know.
Sorry, boss. If it is real, bro, if there's a code WSW50 for 50% off, I don't know if that's real or not.
WSW.
Where are we punching this code in?
Ticket tech.
Is it? I don't know. You didn't say.
WSW50, 50%
Yeah, that's
off our
ticket
games
tech.
I think there
throughout
is.
January.
Didn't you try something the other week? And it
No, that
worked?
was a United round.
It did.
No, but it worked.
You know what? A couple of weeks ago, someone put a code on Twitter,
Yeah.
and I thought I'd try it,
Give it a red old crack.
And it worked.
and it fucking worked.
There you go.
How much did you say?
Free tickets.
I don't give that up.
WSW.
I tried it after I bought my tickets, so I was a bit too late.
But yeah, there you go. There we
There you
go.
go.
WSW 50.
If it doesn't work, don't
We
worry
know
about
to
it.
blame.
Name
Yeah.
David.
David.
Be on the interview after Gate C.
Guys,
Also come, do that.
coming back, like the page, subscribe if you haven't.
Share.
We've hit over 2K. We want to grow quickly, so our fans can have something to look forward to each midweek. You know, we come here, so like, subscribe, please, share
See
it,
you at the game.
and see you at the game, huh?
Peace. Thanks for watching.
Oh, no, I won't say that.
Say it.
No, I was going to say peace in the Middle East. I don't know why. I always just say that.
There's
randomly.
no peace in the Middle East, brother.
Flagged. Anyway,
no
see you at the
place,
game.
It's
Peace.
just something that comes out.